First things first, stay calm. When emotions are running high, it's easy to get sucked into the drama. But here's the thing, you can't solve problems while you're caught up in the chaos. So, take a deep breath, pause, and stay centered. Look, if you lose your head, the team will follow suit, and that won't do anybody any good. Stay calm, and you'll instantly become the person others look to for stability. Next, listen, really listen. I know it sounds basic, but actively listening is a game changer. Don't just wait for your turn to talk, give feedback like, "I hear you," or "that sounds frustrating." This makes people feel heard and valued, and that helps diffuse tension. Plus, you'll catch more details that could help solve the problem. Moving on, focus on the solution, not the problem. When conflict pops up, it's easy to get stuck in a loop of who's wrong or who messed up, but here's the secret. No one really cares about the blame game when the issue's still hanging in the air. Redirect the conversation toward what can be done. Ask questions like, "Okay, what can we do to fix this?" Or "What's the first step to move forward?" People will appreciate you shifting gears to finding solutions instead of just dwelling on the issue. And trust me, that'll instantly change the vibe of the conversation. Now, you need to stay neutral. Don't take sides, no matter how tempting. Your role is to stay impartial. Your goal isn't to win or lose the argument, but to move everyone past it. Approach the situation like you're a mediator. Focus on the facts, not the emotions attached to them. When people see that you're not taking sides, they're more likely to trust you and follow your lead. You also need to encourage open communication. One of the fastest ways to resolve conflict is by opening the floodgates for talk. Encourage everyone to speak their mind, but keep it respectful. Let people express themselves without interrupting. Sometimes, just giving people the space to vent is enough to release some of that built-up tension. Once that happens, you'll notice the team becomes more cooperative and focused on solving the issue, rather than just arguing. Speaking of communication, use we language, not you language. Shift your language to we instead of you. Instead of saying, "You didn't do this right," say, "We could have handled that better." This instantly makes everyone feel like they're part of the solution, not the problem. It keeps things collaborative and opens the door for more productive conversations. And here's a big one, own your part. Nobody's perfect, and chances are, if a conflict's brewing, we all have some responsibility. Admit your mistakes or acknowledge areas where you could have done better. It takes the pressure off others. This shows that you're self-aware and open to feedback. Plus, it encourages others to own their actions too, which makes solving the problem that much easier. Another powerful move is to find common ground. In the heat of conflict, it's easy to forget that most people want the same thing. Whether it's meeting a deadline or producing quality work, everyone's ultimately after success. Remind the team of that common goal. Say things like, "We're all here to make this work, right?" Or "Our main goal is to achieve this together." When you focus on the shared mission, it pulls people back from their differences and unites them under a single purpose. Finally, take responsibility for moving forward. Once you've helped everyone see the path to a solution, make sure the next steps are clear and actionable. Say something like, "Let's all check in next week to see how we're progressing," or "How about I follow up with so-and-so to stay on track?" Giving the team a clear, actionable next step keeps the momentum going and prevents the issue from resurfacing. So, next time you find yourself in the middle of a conflict, remember these instant fixes. Stay calm, listen up, focus on solutions, be neutral, encourage open communication, use inclusive language, own your part, find common ground, and always move forward with a plan. These aren't just quick fixes, they're real ways to solve conflict without dragging out the drama. If you want to be the person who makes conflict resolution look easy, start practicing these today. And hey, drop a comment below on how you've handled team conflicts in the past or what tips worked for you. Let's get the conversation going. Want more tips on becoming an effective leader? Hit that subscribe button and let's keep building those leadership skills together.
Waiting can be one of the hardest things to do, especially when you're longing for clarity or a meaningful connection. But during this time, God is working behind the scenes. He's not leaving you in limbo. He's preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. It may feel like uncertainty surrounds you, but God's timing is perfect, and He's setting the stage for something far beyond your understanding. You may experience a sense of peace, one that surpasses your understanding, even when everything around you feels uncertain. This peace doesn't come from your own reasoning or from the opinions of others. It's a gift from God, a sign that He's in control. When the world feels chaotic, yet you feel calm, it's often confirmation that God is asking you to trust His timing. Waiting doesn't always mean doing nothing. Sometimes it's a season of preparation. It's a time for personal growth and character refinement. In these moments, God is shaping you into the person He's called you to be. He's strengthening your faith. If you're in a waiting period, God may be preparing both you and the person you're waiting for, aligning everything perfectly for when the time is right. In the waiting, you may find moments of clarity. Unexpected confirmations will appear, like a song, a sermon, or a verse that speaks directly to your situation. These are God's gentle nudges. They reassure you that you're on the right path. He's working, even when you can't see it. Trust that these moments of alignment are not random. They are signs of His divine plan unfolding in your life. God doesn't work halfway. He's intentional in everything He does. When you feel drawn to someone, pay attention. But these desires need to be rooted in something deeper than emotion. If your prayers align with God's word and your desire for someone is about purpose and growth, God might be calling you to wait patiently. Trust the process. When the time is right, He will reveal His plan in a way that exceeds expectations. One of the most powerful ways God speaks to us is through peace and patience. If you feel no rush, no pressure, no anxiety about the waiting, that's a clear sign that God is at work. His timing is perfect. When you can wait without fear or desperation, it's a sign that God is leading you through this season, preparing you for what's next. Trust that when the time is right, everything will fall into place. Remember, God sees the bigger picture. He knows what you need and what's best for you. The waiting isn't because you're not enough. It's because God is shaping you for something greater. He's refining both you and the person you're waiting for. When the right time comes, everything will align perfectly. It will happen naturally, effortlessly, and you'll see God's hand in every detail of your life. As you wait, focus on becoming the person God has called you to be. Heal where you need healing, grow where you need growth. Waiting isn't wasted time, it's a season of preparation. And when this connection comes, it will be a blessing for you and those around you. It will be a testimony of God's faithfulness. Keep trusting, keep praying, and keep seeking. Everything is falling into place. God's timing is never early or late, it's always perfect. If you're in a season of waiting, trust that God is moving quickly behind the scenes. Keep praying, keep believing, and keep seeking. Everything is being put into place, even when you can't see it. The connection you're waiting for is closer than you think. When the time is right, everything will come together perfectly. Trust God, He's got it under control. When the moment comes, it will be clear, peaceful, and purposeful. It will be a connection that glorifies God. Don't rush or settle. Trust God's timing. His plan is better than anything you could have imagined. You may feel tempted to compromise, but don't. The love God has prepared for you is worth the wait. The waiting is a preparation for something far greater than what you've envisioned. Keep your faith strong. You might have wondered why things are taking so long. You may have questioned if you're enough. Let me tell you, nothing is wrong with you. You are enough. God isn't punishing you with this waiting period. He's preparing you. And He's preparing the person you're meant to be with. When the time is right, everything will fall into place. Trust that God is moving quickly in your life. Hold on, your season of waiting is about to end. God is faithful, and His promises are true. As you wait, trust that He is working behind the scenes, aligning everything for your good. He knows the desires of your heart and the desires of your future partner's heart, too. The connection that's meant for you is coming soon, and it will be perfect in every way. Trust that God's plan for your life is far greater than you can imagine. Stay ready. The best is yet to come.
First, smile and be approachable. The first thing people notice about you is your facial expression.
Well, you could smile more.
Dale Carnegie. in How to Win Friends and Influence People, highlights that a warm, genuine smile creates an instant connection and signals openness. It makes you seem friendly and confident, setting the tone for the entire interaction. Second, remember and use their name. Carnegie believes a person's name is one of the sweetest sounds in any language. When you meet someone new, repeat their name during the conversation. It shows you value them and instantly builds rapport. It's a small gesture, but it makes a big impact.
What's your name? What's your name?
Third, be a good listener. Confidence doesn't just come from talking, it comes from showing genuine interest in others. Carnegie stresses that encouraging people to talk about themselves not only takes the pressure off you, but also boosts your confidence because you don't have to worry about what to say next. Just listen and respond thoughtfully. Fourth, ask questions and show genuine interest. Instead of focusing on how you're coming across, ask open-ended questions. This shifts the focus onto the other person and makes them feel valued. Carnegie suggests that when people feel heard, they naturally warm up to you, making it easier for you to feel confident in the conversation. Fifth, make the other person feel important. Carnegie teaches that the most powerful way to boost your own confidence is by making others feel significant. Compliment their achievements, acknowledge their thoughts, and show appreciation. When you make others feel good about themselves, it naturally makes you feel more confident too. Sixth, avoid self-criticism. One of the quickest ways to lose confidence is by focusing too much on your own perceived flaws. Carnegie advises against overthinking how you appear. Remember, most people are more focused on themselves than you, so don't stress over minor insecurities. Keep the focus on the conversation, not your self-doubt. Seventh, practice positive body language. Your body speaks before you do. Stand tall, make eye contact, and use open gestures. Carnegie believes that adjusting your posture and movements can trick your brain into feeling more confident. By exuding confidence physically, you'll feel more confident mentally. Eighth, don't be afraid to show vulnerability. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect, it means being authentic. Carnegie teaches that sharing a personal story or a relatable experience can help you connect with others. People appreciate authenticity, and when you show vulnerability, it creates a stronger bond. So, the next time you're at a party, keep these tips in mind. By smiling, listening, and making others feel important, you'll quickly build confidence and make a lasting impression. Try it out and watch how your interactions transform.
The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. This quote is bold because it directly challenges the way we think about communication and the power of words. It suggests that our words have a much greater impact on our lives than we typically acknowledge, something many people don't want to confront. If you're not careful with your words, you might be sabotaging your own life. Let's dive into how the power of your tongue could be holding you back, and 7 other life-changing lessons you need to know now. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. What you say matters more than you think. Your words are shaping your reality. The way you speak to others and yourself can either build you up or tear you down. Start speaking life if you want to live it. This principle applies not just in big moments, but in everyday conversations. What you say to yourself and others impacts your mindset and your future. Wisdom is like a lighthouse. It doesn't stop the storms, but it shows you the way through them. Wisdom won't take away your problems, but it will help you make better choices and weather the storms of life. It's your guiding light when everything feels chaotic. The more wisdom you seek, the better equipped you are to face challenges, offering clarity in moments of confusion. Cultivate wisdom and let it lead you through life's toughest moments. Your mind is a garden. What you plant, you will harvest. You control your thoughts. Plant positivity, growth, and self-love, and you'll start seeing the fruits of a better life. Let negativity take root, and you'll end up in a place you don't want to be. Your mind has the potential for growth. Choose what you feed it wisely. Just like a garden, it requires care and attention to flourish. The quality of your thoughts will ultimately shape the quality of your life. Hard work is the fuel that turns dreams into reality, like a spark that ignites a wildfire. Dreams are just fantasies without the work behind them. Hard work is the spark that starts the fire, and that fire fuels everything you want in life. It's easy to dream big, but without action, those dreams remain just that, dreams. Every successful person knows that hard work is non-negotiable. It's not about working harder, but working smarter to turn your vision into reality. Success is like a puzzle. You can't complete it without the right pieces of discipline, action, and perseverance. Success is built one piece at a time. Stop waiting for it to fall into place and start putting in the work to create your masterpiece. Every achievement requires patience and effort. When you approach life like a puzzle, understanding that each piece is essential, you'll find satisfaction in the process of putting it all together. Choosing your friends is like selecting the soil for your plants. The right people help you grow, while the wrong ones choke your roots. Who you surround yourself with makes all the difference. Choose wisely, because the wrong crowd will drag you down and keep you from reaching your potential. The people in your life influence your mindset and your progress. They either nurture you or prevent your growth, so choose those who support your best self and encourage your dreams. Pride is the weight that keeps you anchored in place. Humility is the wind that lets you soar. Stop holding yourself back with pride. Humility will lift you higher and give you the freedom to grow, learn, and achieve your goals. When you let go of ego and embrace humility, you open yourself up to continuous learning and growth. Pride holds you back, while humility pushes you forward, allowing you to be more adaptable and open to life's opportunities. Overthinking is like trying to steer a car while the engine is off. Nothing moves until you take action. You can analyze every situation until you're blue in the face, but nothing happens until you start taking action. Don't wait for everything to be perfect, just get moving. The key to overcoming overthinking is to shift from planning to doing. Once you take that first step, momentum starts to build. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, create it by taking action. These 8 lessons aren't just words, they're tools for transforming your life. Stop being stuck in your old habits and start applying these insights today. What lesson hit you hardest? Drop a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's ready for change. These lessons aren't just ideas to think about, they're practical steps you can take to improve your life, starting now.
You keep setting goals, but let's be honest, you never follow through. You get excited, make big plans, maybe even start strong, but a few weeks in, you're back to square one. Sound familiar? That's because you're doing it wrong. The way most people set goals is broken. They rely on motivation, set vague targets, and expect things to magically fall into place. That never works. If you actually want to achieve something, you need a different approach. Here's exactly how to do it. First, be specific. If your goal ain't crystal clear, your brain won't know what to do next. Saying I want to be successful or I want to get fit is useless. Instead, get detailed. I will increase my income by 20% in 6 months by freelancing on weekends. I will work out for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, following a structured program. The clearer your goal, the easier it is to take action. Vague dreams stay dreams, real goals come with a plan. Second, shrink the goal. A massive goal feels overwhelming. So, your brain panics and procrastinates. Instead of thinking, I need to write a book, start with 300 words today. Instead of, I want to start a business, begin by finding 5 people who need your service. Big results come from small, consistent steps. The trick is to make the next step so obvious and easy that you can't talk yourself out of it. Progress happens when you stop overthinking and start moving. Third, make it stupidly easy to start. Motivation is unreliable, and willpower runs out fast. Your environment should do the work for you. Want to work out? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Want to read more? Keep a book on your pillow. The harder it is to avoid the habit, the easier it is to stick with it. Reduce friction. Make taking action the path of least resistance. People who succeed aren't more disciplined, they just set themselves up to win automatically. Fourth, track it. What gets measured gets improved. If your goal is fitness, track your workouts. If it's financial, track your income and expenses. If it's learning, track your study hours. Seeing progress, even small, gives your brain a dopamine hit, making you more likely to keep going. The biggest reason people quit is they feel like they aren't making progress. Tracking removes that doubt. Even if the results seem small now, they stack up over time. Here's a trick most people overlook: visualization with action. Studies show that imagining yourself succeeding while also picturing the obstacles makes you more likely to follow through. Don't just visualize the end result, picture the challenges and plan for them. Want to wake up early? Imagine how tempting it'll be to hit snooze. Decide in advance what you'll do instead. Success isn't about wishful thinking, it's about preparing for what might stop you and beating it before it happens. And finally, stop waiting for the perfect time. That's just an excuse. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Most people spend years planning but never actually start. Perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. Take one small action today, no matter how imperfect. Even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable, just start. The sooner you take action, the sooner you get results. Your future self will thank you for starting now.
Alright, listen up. Ever wonder why she seems to lose interest or respect for you? It might be because you're unknowingly showing signs of weakness, and no, I'm not talking about being emotionally open. I'm talking about the stuff that makes you look insecure, indecisive, and, honestly, not up to par. If you're doing any of these things, it's time to wake up and fix it. Let's dive in. 1. Stop being a damn yes man. If every decision you make is followed by, "Do you like this, or is this okay with you?" you're killing your confidence. Women can smell desperation from a mile away. Be sure of yourself. Women respect a dude who makes decisions without constantly checking if it's okay with her. Own your choices, and if she doesn't agree, that's her problem, not yours. Confidence isn't about asking permission. It's about trusting yourself. 2. If you let her treat you like trash and just laugh it off, guess what? She's not gonna respect you. Women notice when you're avoiding conflict, even when she's clearly wrong. You can't just sit there and let her walk all over you. Stand up for yourself, bro. Set some damn boundaries. Women respect men who have the balls to say, "Hey, that's not cool. Don't be a pushover." Show her that you know your worth, and you won't accept less than respect. 3. Look, nobody cares about your childhood trauma or your fear of public speaking on the second date. If you're constantly unloading all your emotional baggage, it's just a turn-off. Be real, but don't make her feel like she's your therapist. Women like a guy who's working on his issues, not a guy who's always wallowing in them. Keep it cool, keep it confident. You don't need to hide your struggles. Just don't make them your entire personality. 4. Bragging about how you almost won an award or how you basically led that big project at work. Yeah, she's not impressed. Women can see through the BS. Trying to impress her is actually showing her you're insecure. Just be yourself. Man, women like authenticity. Show her who you really are, not who you think she wants you to be. Confidence comes from being comfortable in your own skin, not flexing on her. Being real beats showing off every time. 5. Let's be honest, if you're crying or losing your cool over every little disagreement, she's gonna see you as emotionally unstable. Women want a guy who can handle conflict without flipping out. Stay chill, especially when you're upset. Losing your temper or breaking down over something small shows you can't handle pressure. Women respect a man who can keep his cool in tough situations. Stay in control, and she see you as someone she can rely on. 6. If you're always asking, "What do you want to do?" and letting her make every decision, you're coming off weak. Women don't want to feel like they're babysitting you. Take charge. Be the one to plan the date or suggest the next move. Taking the lead doesn't mean being a dictator, it just means showing you're capable of making decisions and being proactive. Women like a man with direction, not someone who just goes with the flow all the time. 7. Fear is the biggest thing holding you back from success, whether it's in your career or your personal life. If you're always hesitating or afraid to take risks, she's gonna notice. Stop waiting around and go for it. Take some risks, ask for that promotion, go after that big goal, or take your relationship to the next level. Women respect men who aren't afraid to take action, even when things seem uncertain. Confidence isn't about guarantees. It's about guts. So there you have it. These are the signs that make you look weak. And if you're guilty of any, it's time to level up. Confidence isn't just about flexing. It's about being sure of yourself, setting boundaries, and leading the way. Fix these things, and you'll start seeing a shift in how she views you. Be real, be strong, and take charge of your life. You've got this.
Let's be real, why aren't you happy? You get what you want, but it never lasts. There's always something missing. Sound familiar? Most people spend their whole lives chasing happiness but never actually find it. Why? Because they're looking in the wrong places. Society sells us a lie that happiness comes from more money, more success, more stuff. But let's be honest, how many times have you finally gotten what you wanted only to feel empty again? Here's the brutal truth. Most people will never find real happiness because they keep falling into the same traps. But if you know what these traps are and how to break free, you can actually start feeling happy. One of the biggest reasons people never find happiness? They're always chasing it. I'll be happy when I get that job, that car, that relationship. But guess what? The moment you get it, your brain moves the goalpost. Suddenly, there's something else you need to be happy. It's called the arrival fallacy. Your brain tricks you into thinking happiness is just one achievement away. But it never ends. So, what's the fix? Stop tying happiness to the future. Learn to appreciate the now. Gratitude and mindfulness actually rewire your brain to enjoy the present. Social media makes it worse. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everyone's highlight reel is right in your face. It makes you feel like your life isn't enough. The problem? We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. And it's a losing game. There will always be someone richer, smarter, or better looking. The trick? Stop playing. Instead of measuring your life against others, focus on your own progress. What have you improved in the last year? That's the only comparison that actually matters. What if happiness isn't about more, but about less? Less stress, less clutter, less drama. A lot of people distract themselves from unhappiness. They stay busy, binge watch shows, drown in social media, anything to avoid sitting alone with their thoughts. But true happiness comes from being okay with yourself without distractions. Try this. Spend just 10 minutes a day doing nothing. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just sit with your thoughts. At first, it's uncomfortable, but over time, you'll start feeling a peace most people never experience. Ever notice how good a compliment feels? Or how one negative comment can ruin your day? That's because most of us tie our happiness to what others think of us. The problem? You can't control people. If your happiness depends on their approval, you're giving them full control. Instead, start focusing on your opinion of yourself. Do things that make you proud, even if nobody sees. Build confidence from within, and outside opinions won't matter as much. Alright, so if happiness isn't about chasing goals, comparing yourself, staying busy, or seeking validation, what is it about? 3 things: being present. Stop living in the future. Start appreciating the now. Self-acceptance. Learn to enjoy your own company without needing distractions. Growth, not comparison. Focus on your journey, not someone else's highlight reel. Most people never find happiness because they're looking in the wrong places. But now you know better. You don't need more stuff, more achievements, or more approval to be happy. You just need to shift how you think about happiness. If this hit home, let me know in the comments what's one thing you're changing after watching this. And if this helped, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights like this. See you in the next one.
Look around you. Every detail, every small moment is perfectly aligned. You're not here by accident. The universe, this vast quantum field, has brought you exactly where you need to be. The fact that you're reading these words right now, it's no coincidence. Something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You might think it's just another day, but in reality, everything happening around you is orchestrating your next breakthrough. The small coincidences, the random thoughts about your dreams, the unexpected connections, all of them are signs that the universe is aligning with your desires. What if everything you've experienced so far has been preparing you for the remarkable transformation that's about to unfold? The struggles, the waiting, the doubts, they were never delays, they were preparations. Your energy field has been reorganizing itself, aligning with the frequency of your desires. You are not here by chance. You've been transmitting a signal into the quantum field, and it is responding to you right now. That quiet knowing you feel, that gut feeling, it's your intuition recognizing the incredible shift coming your way. The truth is, manifestation and magic, It's science. Your brain produces electromagnetic waves energy that extends far beyond your body, interacting with the quantum field around you. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than your brain. When these two synchronize, you become a powerful broadcast station for your desires. When you maintain coherence between your heart and mind, your DNA begins to change. Scientists at the HeartMath Institute have proven this. Your cells vibrate at a higher frequency, unlocking rapid transformation. But here's where it gets truly fascinating: quantum entanglement. This phenomenon, called spooky action at a distance by Einstein, allows you to create connections with your desires, no matter how distant they seem. As you focus on your goals with clear intention and elevated emotions, you strengthen your connection with the quantum field. Time and space become more fluid. Your potential realities exist in multiple states, only collapsing into one when you focus your attention on it. This is the power of manifestation. Consistency in maintaining this state is key. Every time you focus on your desired reality with clarity and emotion, you build stronger neural connections, aligning yourself with the frequency of your desires. The more you do it, the faster your reality shifts. What does this mean for you? It means you're not just thinking about your goals. You're literally shifting the fabric of your reality. Your potential is limitless so long as you maintain coherence and stay consistent. This is why some people seem to manifest their desires out of nowhere. It's not an accident. It's the result of their energetic alignment. You've probably felt it. Those unexpected bursts of energy. Moments when your intuition speaks louder than ever, or the seemingly random encounters that align perfectly with your goals. These are not coincidences. They are the quantum field responding to you, showing you that your reality is shifting. As you continue this journey, you might notice subtle signs of changed things feeling different, time warping, old triggers losing their power. This is evidence that your brain is rewiring itself, adjusting to match the frequency of your future reality. Certain people will begin to appear in your life while others may fade away. This is your energy field reorganizing, matching your new vibration. Your relationships are shifting, your social circles realigning, all to match your new frequency. You may even experience moments of déjà vu, as if you're already living your desired reality. That's your future self reaching back to you, helping guide the way. Don't ignore the signs. The universe is sending you messages. The random numbers you keep seeing, the songs playing at just the right moment, the conversations that seem perfectly timed, these are all signals that your life is being rearranged at the quantum level. You might feel time moving differently, too. Some moments may stretch out, while others fly by in an instant. That's your timeline shifting. As you change, the reality around you changes, and the barriers between potential realities begin to dissolve. Manifestation is not about forcing or pushing. It's about maintaining the right frequency long enough for physical reality to catch up with your intentions. This is where the science of rapid manifestation comes in. Your thoughts and emotions directly influence your biology, changing your DNA expression and your body's chemistry. Imagine this: by holding onto elevated emotions like gratitude, joy, and excitement, you're not just feeling good. You're changing your biology. Your cells vibrate at a higher frequency, enabling you to manifest faster and more powerfully. The key: consistency. Every time you maintain this coherence, focusing on your desired reality with clear intention, you strengthen your connection to it. Your brain is like wet sand. Every time you repeat the process, you're setting the default programming for your future. But there's a catch. You might feel discomfort. This is normal. Your body is chemically addicted to certain emotional states. If you've spent years in fear, worrying, or doubt, your cells crave those chemicals. But now you're breaking free. Every time you choose a new emotional state, you're rewiring your biology. You're no longer a slave to your past. This is the power of breaking free from your old patterns. When you focus on your future self, you're actively choosing a new path. Your future is no longer determined by your past. It's being created by who you're becoming right now. In this moment, you stand at a quantum crossroads. You're dissolving old timelines and stepping into a new one. Every morning, you wake up with the opportunity to create your new reality. Most people automatically fall into old patterns, but you're choosing differently. You're consciously tuning your energy field to match your future reality. When you meditate, focus on your desired future with absolute clarity. Feel the emotions as if it's already here. You're not just visualizing, you're shifting your energy, creating coherence between your heart and brain. This sends a signal to the quantum field, reorganizing it around your new frequency. The more you align with this energy, the faster your reality changes. You'll start to see synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and people who resonate with your new frequency. These aren't random events, they're evidence that you're on the right path. The most incredible part, your body is changing right now. As your energy field shifts, your cells and DNA are upgrading to match your new reality. You're not just manifesting a new life, you're manifesting a new you. Your biology is adapting to the new frequency you're setting. This is the science of rapid manifestation. It's not magic. It's physics. It's the law of attraction in action. The universe is responding to you, and now it's time for you to step fully into your power. Embrace the discomfort, trust the process, and keep vibrating at the frequency of your desires. You're about to witness the most profound transformation of your life.